And welcome back, Mr. Barrow's class. Welcome. Okay, get out your worksheet. We're going to go through the back of the worksheet from yesterday. That's where you're at. And then you're going to turn it in. So you're going to check your answers, turn it in. We have a couple new notes, and then you have another worksheet, but it's just review. I mean, what could it be? Here we go. Are you ready? So this is how I left number 16, right? And then I did this and that and this and then that and that. Okay, so that's number 16 done. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this one, circle that. You do this. You have to divide by 2. So that goes here. And then this goes at the bottom. It's kind of weird, but yep, quiz tomorrow. Boom. That's number 17. 3, 2, 1. Number 18, this is how I left the problem. X equals 4. So then this is ocho, and this is cuatro square root of tres.
Do you think it's Spanish class?
I don't know how you would say square root in Spanish.
Square root.
I don't know. Next. Number 19. Oh, this is just as easy as the one before it. X equals 6. So this is 6, and that's 6 root 2. Okay, so the blue stuff is the thinker stuff, okay? Because you really didn't have to think to get the rest of the answers, right? The blue stuff is the important stuff. Okay. Oh, this one's weird. And on a quiz, if this were to show up, this would be extra credit question also. Okay, so this would normally look like that, but then I want you to make it this. So you would get full points if you did that. But what's the square root of 4? 2, so this would be 12. And this part would be extra credit. Okay, the 12. If you stopped here, that's awesome. If you stopped here, not so awesome. You'd lose a point there. You wouldn't lose any points with 6 square root of 4, but then you'd get a point if you answered 12. That's perfect.
Okay, but how do you get rid of the 6?
Because
the square root of 4 is 2.
Right.
6 times 2 is 12.
Oh, okay, I get it.
That's the bonus. Only 20 more to go. Here we go. Number 21. Hey, this is finally something where you kind of have to think. So it's x square root of 2 equals 12. I don't know how to solve that, but I gave you a shortcut. Divide by 2, they're on the square root of 2. Boom. Boom. Okay. Continuing. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh no, it's going to be a decimal. Big whoop. 2x is 3. So that means that 1x is 1.5. So that goes here. And then it goes there with a square root of 3. Oh, okay, okay. So every problem, I'm circling these two dudes. Nope. But that's how you make your equation. That's how you make your equation.
You don't have to circle it.
You should circle it in your mind. Here I am circling it with green ink. So there's nothing to do here. To double it, you just double the outside. And then this is a weird one. This is going to be 4 square root of 2 square root of 3, which is 4 square root of 6. And you can't do anything with that. So sorry. It's not, that would not be a bonus question because the square root of 6 is not 3. Some people might think that. Ready? Hike. Oh, this is just like the first problem we started with. X square root of 2 equals 14 square root of 2. What's x? 14. here, and here. Ta-da! Any questions on that one? What do we got? Like 4 more to go? 25, 20. Oh, we went to 27, not 28. Interesting.
There's no 28. They say we're going back to
Interesting.
where's 20?
Click. There isn't. I didn't know. I don't have the worksheet in front of me. 25, circle. So
I hear her question.
what was the question?
To go back to 23.
I totally did. Did you not see me go back to number 23? Well,
Please, for 1 second.
and then she said, okay. No, somebody else wasn't paying attention. No. I can replay the video later.
Come on.
2 more, 2 more. Okay, so that one was easy. Number 26, we did this in class, right? This is 9 and this is 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one. I didn't know if we had done one like that yet because we did them with the square root of 2, but I didn't know if we did one with the square root of 3. So now, there you go. We did one with the square root of 3. Ready?
Yeah.
Set? Hi. Last but not least, oh, it's an easy one. X is 11. So that's double deuce. And this is 11 square root of 3. The double deuce, 22. Okay, so now on a piece of paper, I don't want those yet, because when you're working on today's worksheet, I kind of want you to be able to reference that. But on your piece of paper that you've been taking notes, and you know you have your 2 triangles, a 45, 45, 90 triangle, and then a 30, 60, 90 triangle, right? You got those. Ooh, those look good. Okay, so you're going to add on like 4 more examples. 4. And then you have a worksheet. Okay, so do you know what I'm talking about? I do. So on your
Yeah, I need pizza too, please.
on your notes,
Thank you.
oh, sorry, on your quiz, the first 2 questions on the quiz are, hang on, let me do this. Let me go, that's not it. You don't have to write down this slide. But the first 2 questions on the quiz are, oh, come on. Where's it at? Give me that triangle. Okay, so question 1 is this. You don't have to. You already have it in your notes. Okay, so question 1 looks like this. Blank, blank, blank. Okay, and then question 2 looks like this.
What are we supposed to be in the blanks?
Exactly. You tell me what's supposed to be in the blanks. You 30, 60, 90, and then there's going to be a blank, blank, blank. Okay, and so you don't get to make up your own problem. I want you to fill it in with the X's. Okay, okay. So on this one over here, you would put an X, and then an X square root of 2. And then on this one here, you would put an X, a 2X, and an X square root of 3. And the only reason I put those on the quiz is so you wouldn't have to keep on looking at your notes. You could just look at those 2 drawings.
Oh, so these are just.
That's question 1 and 2. They're at the top of the quiz. What?
Why do we have to use the X squared 3 but not on the other?
It's a different triangle. So on a 45, 45 triangle, these guys are always the same. That's why they're both just X. But on this one, it's those 2 angles aren't the same, so these 2 sides can't be the same. I could show you with the Pythagorean theorem. I could show you examples of how it works out with the Pythagorean theorem, but other than that, you just got to accept it as true. Okay, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Square. All right. So everybody knows what a square looks like. It looks like, you better. It looks like this. Okay. Doesn't that look kind of like a rectangle instead of a? Let's look at the option that I picked. I picked that. That's a rectangle. That one's got curved edges. If I would have selected that,
That's not a square. What is that?
I don't know. So I guess whatever you could, whatever. Okay, so let's pretend this is a square, even though it looks like kind of a rectangle.
Or widen it.
I don't know if I can. Let's see. No, I can't. The only way I can stretch it is this way. It won't let me. I can't. You know what I'm saying? There's no little. Okay, okay. So would you agree that a square has a diagonal right here? I tell you, yeah, there's two of them, but really all I care about is one of them. Okay, I tell you that every time that you have a square and you draw a diagonal, it always makes a 45, 45, 90 triangle. I promise. Okay, a diagonal of a square always makes a 45, 45, 90 triangle. So the question on the quiz might be something like, if the sides of a square are 5, if the sides of a square are 5, what's the length of the diagonal? Anybody? If the sides of a square are 5, what's the length of the diagonal? Not 5. It's a little bigger than 5. Oh, look at this triangle. So we're using this triangle, right? So now maybe just ignore these 5s and like ignore this. Oh, so then this would have to be 5 square root of 2. That's it. You don't do the decimal value.
Why is there 5? Or that's number you picked?
I just picked a 5.
Wait, what would be the question?
If the length of the sides of a square are 5, what's the diagonal length?
Ooh, I don't like it.
Let's try another one. Ready? Hey, everybody. Square, square. Nice. That bothers me. Delete. See ya. Okay, so let's go here again. Let's draw another oh, I'm just going to pick this one because it allowed me. Okay, so this is 45, 45, 90. And this time, let's say the question was, if the diagonal of a square is 10, what's the length of each side? If the diagonal of a square is 10, what's the length of each side? No, you have to go back here and you have to say, oh, which one of these is given? Oh, ding, ding, ding. So maybe what I didn't do on this problem, I didn't go, and so on this one, well, that's what you have to do. Okay.
Why isn't there 2? After it.
10 over 2.
Oh, there doesn't have to be. So now my equation is this. So x squared root of 2 equals 10. Divide by 2, and throw on the square root of 2. That's it. What?
You get strength, and you can take the end of like 5 square root of 2, but on the previous one, you just leave it 5 square.
Oh, because we started here. On this one, we started with x equals 5. So 5, 5, 5, 5.
Okay, this square root of 2.
Oh, it is x squared root of 2.
But this is
You have to, it's like the number, like.
Just like it.
So you have to like the x squared root
I'm gonna have a family stop millions of this.
and you have to sum it.
It is.
So the given number
I don't understand the difference.
is not square root.
So if x equals 5, then you just fill in everywhere that there's an x. So x goes here, and that's x squared root of 2, so it's 5 squared root of 2. All right, let me go to this one now. So on this one, a lot of people wish that that was 10 square root of 2, but it's not. It's just 10. So if it's just 10, the rule is divide by 2, throw on the square root of 2. You have that in your notes. So it doesn't have to be 10 square root of 2. It's just, oh, these two match up. Now solve it. Ready? 2 more. Oh, yeah, equilateral triangle. So an equilateral triangle look like, come on, give me an equilateral triangle. It's not. Okay, so it's going to say something like this. Ready? Do you want me to write out what it's going to say? Okay. One side equals 12. Find height. Height. It's a weird word to spell. Okay, one side is 12. So this is 12. I tell you, on every equilateral triangle, if you draw the height, oops, I wish it was in the middle more, but that's okay. If you draw the height, I tell you that this is a 30 up there, this is a 60 down there, and that there's a 90. Okay, now you have to go back to your original drawings with your X's and all that good stuff. You have to match up the right drawing. So it's a 30, 60, 90 triangle. So this is the part that you got to be able to do on your own. Okay, across from 30 is X. Across from 90 is 2X. And the thing that we're trying to find is actually X square root of 3, right? Find the height. That's the height of the triangle. Okay, so the height of the triangle is the perpendicular height. All right, so circle these two. So 2x's equal 12. That means 1x is 6. I don't need to put that there, but the height would be 6 square root of 3. Oh, hope not.
How do you know if you're supposed to be like a 45 or?
What about it? The only time it's a 30, 60, 90 is when it's an equilateral triangle. And the only time that it's a 45, 45, 90 is when it's a square. Always. I'll say it on the quiz. It'll say what it is. Okay, let's try one more. Equilateral triangle. Let's draw it again. Here we go. Drawing a line straight down. And this time, let's say that the height is 15, find one side. Let's say that the height is 15, find one side. Height, Height, equals 15. Find one side. Okay, so a side is like, you know, the long side. Are you ready? This is always 30 for that. This is 60. This is the right angle because, well, it doesn't look like it, but it is. This is the 2x. This is the x. Oh no, this is the weird one. X square root of 3. So x square root of 3 is 15 because they match up. Divide by 3. Throw on the square root of 3, and that's x. So I put that down here, but that's not a whole side, right? So the whole side is over here, so you double it. Uh-huh. Divide by 3, throw on the square root of 3. No, that should be in your notes. I told you to write it down.
Yeah, I did, but I still don't understand anything.
Oh.
Literally blindly writing things down.
Okay, so anytime that this happens, where you have a number and an x square root of 3, you divide by 3 and throw on the square root of 3. You're fighting this too much.
Basically, it's just like you get rid of the square root, you divide the other number, the bigger number, by 3, and then you just put on a square root.
Yeah. So remember, at least one point, I did one problem on the board where I said, hey, everybody, this is really what's going on. Do you remember that? So I did. I said, here's what's really going on. X square root of 3 equals 15. Get away from x. So then this is an illegal answer. So then you have to rationalize the denominator.
Huh?
Yep. So that's 15 square root of 3 over the square root of 9. But wait, the square root of 9 is 3. But what's 15 divided by 3? Oh,
That's,
I know.
how much more-
Didn't you learn that in lab?
Um,
Yeah, you did. But okay, so this is the same as dividing by 3 and throwing the square root of 3.
This is basically the same thing, just different shape.
Ah. Okay, so did you write down those? Okay, so now in your notes somewhere, do you have if given, divide by 2, throw on, that's a math term, right? Throw on square root of 2 to get x, yeah. I don't have room to write that. And then for this one here, did you have if given, divide by 3, throw on square root of 3? There you go. That's all the tricks I'm using. That's it. Okay, so the tricky part for you guys is going to be labeling the blue stuff and the black stuff. Okay, so now you're going to be getting one last practice worksheet, right? And then I guess I can collect both worksheets tomorrow before the quiz. So here we go. Oh, wait, I want to stop.